Hello. Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This is my second Real Talk Tuesday. I'm so excited. Hello, Brittany. So we're just gonna hop in. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm so excited. I actually have my friend coming on live with me tonight, Jade. I can't wait for this conversation that we're gonna have. So I'm going to go ahead and ask her to come on now. You can do it.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, sis. Hey, Sandon. Okay.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm excited about tonight.
Sis, I'm excited too.
Ooh, honey, real
Hey,
raw.
how's your day going?
It's going good, girl. Just got back from the farmers market, so I was rushing, but overall, it's going good.
Okay, iJuice. Okay. So tell us what you do, Jade. What's the iJuice? Where did
I
it come? How did
did.
it start?
It's a natural juicing company. It's a year old, so it's been a journey. I started iJuice when I was still working my last job, which was a 9 to 5. And it was at a point where I was just like over my job, and I just could not understand, like, I would be at work and just like the smallest thing would make me mad. But it's
Right.
at work trying to worry about my juice orders. I'm like, I can't really focus here because I have, all these orders, and I'm just like, I just wasn't happy. I wasn't happy. So I tell people all the time when they ask, I'm just like, I stepped out on faith. Like, I honestly did, girl. I took a lunch break, which of course was an hour lunch break. And I was outside, and it was just like super nice. And I was like, I don't want to do it anymore. So I literally walked in and I quit my job that day. I know a girl quit
Oh,
my job.
solid? Okay, not like that.
I mean, I had a conversation, but I didn't just walk in and be like, hey, I quit.
Okay.
Yeah, I walked in, I had a conversation with her. She understood it because she was, living her entrepreneurial life and all that stuff. So
Right.
she knew. So yeah, and of course, like a month later, everything was going good. And as soon as people, like, of course, when you first start a business, they're going to support you because it's new and
Right.
they'll know you and family. But girl, then it's like 2 months, 3 months in, I'm like, oh shit, like this is real. This
Yeah.
is real. But I just kept pushing. Like, I kept pushing, and there were times where, like, it was hard. I didn't have a paycheck coming. You know what I'm saying? Because, like,
Right.
so yeah. But it's a year later. Like, I'm a year in, and I love it. I love it. Like, it's finally at the point where it's just like jumping off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting orders today. Because even like a month ago, it was like it's still in the baby phase. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I wasn't getting orders every day. Like, I would be happy when I get an order, and when I get a cleanse order, I'm like, oh yay, like, But now it's like I'm seeing cleanses orders like every day, and
Wow.
like it's a lot right now, but it's a blessing.
So why juice? Like how did any you could have had any business. Why pick juice? Like it's
I was like into fitness and all that stuff, and I tried the whole training thing and all that. And I just started juicing. Like, I was introduced to it probably like 2 years ago, honestly. But I would just like juice here and there, and then like last year I just started juicing like all the time. So I was
oh,
like, okay. But I still didn't know about like running my own business. But it
right.
just point where people were asking, what's in this recipe? What does this juice do? What does that juice do? And I was like, shoot, I'm about to start trying to sell it. And I did. Girl, and I had my mason jars. I went to Walmart, bought my mason jars. And how I got started, girl, when I say I still didn't have no money. Like, still didn't have no money. So I had a Louis Vuitton wallet. I pawned it. I pawned my wallet. Yep, pawned it. That's how I got like the ingredients, the juice,
Shit.
all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep, girl, pawned it.
Wow.
Mhm.
So how did you or how do you identify the training needs of clients? So are you training, first of all?
So I haven't been training, because I recently relocated up to Atlanta from Carrollton, which isn't far, but I mean, it's in the training world, it's a major difference.
Okay.
Major difference. So I really want to get back into it because when I was in Carrollton, I had people ask, but I'm like, I'm not driving all the way to Atlanta to train.
Right.
But it's like as soon as I got up here, of course, the whole world shut down. So I just didn't do it. But now I think like when we open up, I'm really thinking about doing it. I'm thinking about it.
About the world shutting down, how has that affected your business?
It's grown. My business has grown during this.
Wow, it's grown through COVID.
Like the immune system, like all this stuff, everything you need. Like I mean, I got it. Like I got the juices, we got the products. Sis, what's up? We got the products.
Hello?
So it's grown. Like and people ask like, how's your business going? I'm like, a blessing. Like it sucks. Like I hate, what's going on and stuff because even my grandmother, she suffered from it. Like she's in the hospital because of the virus. So I hate that it's happening. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like business wise, it's definitely grown.
That is amazing. So, knowing that fitness is a lifestyle change, what are some of your everyday healthy practices that can be accredited to your physique? Because, honey, you look awesome.
Thank you. Come on. Thank you, girl. I just finally like really chose myself. I guess I can say that. Like I was like, okay, to this diet because I was working out, but I was still, really eating what I wanted to eat.
Right.
Like here and there. So I would have like my weeks when it's just like, okay, like no carbs. Like I'm going to stick to this diet. And then it's like, okay, But now I understand like when people say like you are your brand, like be a product of the product, you have to be. So it's like I can't be walking around here, just out of, just looking bad, but trying to sell juices.
Right.
And all this stuff and let people know like, oh, this is good for weight loss. But my body, is not looking like I've been drinking my own juices. So that has definitely, I think that's a major thing. It's your diet. Because a lot of people, they work out, but it's 80% nutrition and 20% like activity, like, going to the gym and stuff. It's important. And it took me a while, but I finally, got the hang of it. But I had to start seeing results first. That's the part.
Everybody.
Yeah, that's the major. And it takes patience. Like,
Right.
patience. And people, I had this one lady, she texted me, she's like, hey, I've been taking the tea for 2 days and I don't see any results. I'm like, 2 days? You know what I'm saying? It's going to take longer than 2 days because you probably know the last time you detoxed. So it's definitely going to take longer than 2 days. So it's just having patience.
Right. So how did you transition from juicing to your new business or your additional business? Which you can tell.
Yeah, so it was like out of the blue. I met Will. We'll go into that later.
Yeah.
But and we actually went to Chicago, and he was, taking these.
Hold up, pause, wait. First of all, you done beat me to the punch because I was
coming back to that.
First, hold up, sis. Look, listen. We're from the same town, you guys. I know Jade personally. So, sis, first off, give me the remedy. How you get a first date in Chicago, first of all? Sis, what you do? Because shout out to Will. This good men out here. Chicago, ma'am. I'm used to first dates at the movies, restaurants. You know what I'm saying? Like your first date in Chicago.
And like literally, like when I say first date, like first date, no, like we went to eat here, we went to grab like drinks here, nothing. We hung out at the gym, and it was straight Chicago. Yeah. So when people know, they freaking know. But honestly, I didn't know. Like I was literally just like, okay, like I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just go for it because. So we met on here on Instagram.
Oh, so did you slide in the DMs? Or did you slide?
I slid in the DMs. But no.
I thought he was lying on your post.
No. But I tried because I was just like, okay, he a trainer. Like he is fine. But I was like, you know what? Let me just like, hey, are you training? Like, and then he saw my juices, so he was like, yeah, like, come over here, get a session in, and just bring me a juice. So it's like, okay, and we did it. But it was just like when like that first time, it was nothing. Like, of course, I wasn't gonna be obvious and stuff like that. But you know, we just started like texting and stuff after that, and he was like, "Look, Lil Jade, what's up?" I was like, "Oh shit!" And it went from there, and I was so nervous. But I always said like I wasn't gonna talk to anybody unless they train, not work out. Like I was being real specific. Like I'm just not.
Wow.
I'm not. And it's like we clicked. Like and I've never just clicked. You know, you have a friendship, but it's not like I like this. And that's the thing. And I'm just like, because you can love somebody, but I tell them all the time, like, you have to really like somebody. Because you
Right.
can say, but if you don't like that person, it's not going to last.
And you gotta have a friendship.
Yes.
You have to be able to have that friendship. I think that's very key.
Mm-hmm. That's the most important part.
Right.
Yep. But yeah, girl, it's good. And it's just like we're just like really in alignment. If I had to sum it all up, it would say like we're in alignment.
So we on the dating scene. So I'm gonna ask this question: Have the effects of your you're married,
Mm-hmm.
right? So have the effects of your divorce impacted your new relationship in like a positive or a negative way? Would you say? Like,
I would say positive because honestly,
oh, like, did you take time out for yourself for a while? Like, how did you get here? Like, I've seen you grow. Like,
mm-hmm.
you look like a whole nother person. You look. I'm so happy for you. So the transition.
It was hard, and so I went through hell. Like no, last year when I say I was broke, I was embarrassed. So I'm just like I've had like this huge wedding in California, this big freaking princess dress, and just went all out. Got back 2 months later, 2 months later, and I'm packing up and moving out.
Wow.
So after that, it was just like, I'm not going back to Carrollton. Like, I was just so embarrassed. So I moved with one of my friends up here in Atlanta, and it just wasn't like I wasn't there because it's like I was in a different mindset. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I was out, I was depressed, and I was trying to like party, drink, smoke, do all that, and just like kind of like forget about it. But I couldn't because when it's time to go to bed and I'm by myself, I'm just like, I am about to lose it. So I tried to hide it for a whole year. I tried to hide it, and I just like broke down. I freaking broke down. So that's when I like really, really like focus on juicing and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Is
Kind
that
of
as like when you started the process of iJuice?
yeah. So that's when I like really started juicing and like trying to really focus on my health. That's when I started working out at 5 o'clock. Like I was heavy, like really trying to get my body together because I'm like, look, you ain't gonna leave me and think I'm just gonna be out here, bye. I am, but it. I can say now, like I'm happy it happened because, like in my marriage, I was just like trying to kind of just really like not be myself. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Wow.
Point where he didn't want me to go to the gym. Like I was going to the gym too much. Like it was just like I was trying to do things that I knew that wouldn't make me happy just to make the relationship or the marriage, be happy and work out and stuff. And it just got to a point where things just like blew up. They blew up. So that's how all that happened. But I learned so much and I took so much time to myself. I took like so much time to myself. And I feel like that's what honestly helped me. Like I was able to figure out like, what I really want. Like
Right.
really want out of a man. Like how do I really want to be treated? How do I, want to be loved? Like what's my love language? So it's like figure out all that stuff. So now I'm just like, okay, like I think it's time now. I think it's time. Because at first I was like, I'm done. Like I don't want a boyfriend. I'm never getting married again. Like I was there. Like guys try to talk to me. Nope, don't want to talk to you. Don't want to talk to you.
So how did you know it was time? Like, how did you know to give Will a chance?
When I keep like we clicked, it's kind of scary. It's really scary because like I said, we went to the gym and it's not like we like, he trained me 5 times. It was literally probably like 3 sessions, Joe. 3 sessions of training, yeah. But it's just like I said, we were texting and talking all the time, and it was Valentine's Day.
Oh,
Yeah, it was the 13th. I was like, shit, I ain't got no date anyway. I don't have a date anyway. So I just went, like, and when I say we had the best time in Chicago, we had such an amazing time. And it was just like at one point, because we went like ice skating and to like the museum and all this stuff. And then we finished ice skating and we're just like walking and stuff. And girl, we just stopped and looked at each other. And it's just like we just both knew, like, right then and there. Right
That's
then and there. So yeah,
amazing.
it's crazy. It's really crazy. But I'm so, like, I tell my time, I'm just like, you make me so happy. Like, I've never been
You
happy.
the people that know you, like, it's
That's what I'm saying.
like,
Yeah.
gosh. So, so tell us about how the second business started with Will. Introduce.
Now this leads to Chicago. So,
Okay.
girl, and he was like taking these products. I'm just like, what the heck? Like, what you keep taking? He taking the tea and all this stuff. I'm just like, what is it? He was like, here, try this tea. And then Joe,
Listen. Listen.
oh, girl, I took that tea. It was probably not even two. It wasn't even 2 hours, and I had to hit one of those. Hey, my mom calling. I'm about to step outside real quick. Girl, I had to go find a bathroom. When I say I was like, what the heck? But
That's why I was late tonight. Being ready is no joke. You hear me? It's no joke.
oh, I saw your video this morning. I said,
I didn't think that through. I didn't think it through, sis. Never
now,
again. Never.
like, if you're trying to detox, take 2 of those teas. That's all you need. I promise you.
And so, which tea is your favorite?
I like the lemon. So in the mornings, I'll do the original because the lemon has a CBD and all that stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's stronger. To me, so I do one, and I tried taking 2. Girl, I was up at 3. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, because I took 2. So haven't been doing. I do it like sometimes, like here and there, but it's just like my body has to get used to it. They laughing. My body has to get used to it. This ain't no joke, y'all.
It's not.
But yeah. So if I want to get like some good rest, I'll do the raspberry.
Okay.
Now it's really sweet to me. I mean, but
I did to try the raspberry. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't. I've been stuck on the original. Girl, it does the job.
It does. It does.
For me. So tonight I might try the raspberry.
You're gonna get good sleep. You're gonna get some good, and it like relaxes your muscles. Like, it's amazing. So like when I've had a long day, I'm taking that raspberry, and sometimes I mix it. My little raspberry lemonade tea.
Oh, really? Okay.
As far as flavor wise, lemonade.
Okay.
And lemonade in the morning because I'm not like as drained as I am with the raspberry.
Mm-hmm.
As far as flavor and stuff. And then sometimes, girl, I do it all. I mix the lemon and the original. Now I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Okay. So my next question is, what made you go from just taking the products to now selling the products?
The money.
It's all over Instagram. I'm celebrities posting it now. One in particular, and one person I love, and I'm like, is that intimidating for you? That is kind of getting into mainstream. People are posting it everywhere, or do you just have the faith, like, hey, this is my lane. I'm gonna stay in my lane.
Yeah.
What comes to me, because that's the kind of mindset I'm in.
Yeah, and that's good. Keep that mindset because I first had the very first mindset, like, what the heck, like these people posting these products and stuff who's had like their, ass done, stomachs done, and all that stuff. So it's just like you're gonna make it seem like it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was like on the outside looking in and I saw, this girl who probably got her butt done and now she's posting these products, I'm like, child, please, like, that stuff don't work. That stuff does not work. But being that I'm like I said, I was taking the products first, and Will was just like on me, like, you need to sign up. I was like, no, I'm nervous. Like, I've never just, like, I sold the juices and stuff, but I've never product. I had never like taken products, anything besides pre-workout. Like, this all I was taking.
Okay.
But just like seeing him, and when I say he freaking loves his business, so just like being around him more and just like seeing like the passion he had, the money he was making, I'm like, what the heck? Like, I'm about to try this out. So I did, and I went to a meeting. That's the thing. They had a meeting one Sunday. And this is let me show you. Okay, let me back up a little bit. So there was this event at a church, and I was there. I was planning on going to juice and stuff, and I was telling him about it, and he was like, "Dang, like I have to be there too to train. I was like, what the heck? And this is before like nobody knew. We had never opened up like about us or anything.
Oh,
People had clues and stuff because we were still like posting pictures, but it wasn't like, yeah, this my man and like, yeah, this my girl. It wasn't that.
okay.
So I think that was just like, okay, and we did so good at that event. Like everybody loved us. I'm just like, okay, like this is it. So right after that, we went straight to the meeting. And just like sitting in that meeting and just hearing like everybody's testimonies, like how they're loving the products, how other people are coming on along and like joining the team. I'm just like, wow, like this is, it's more than just signing up and just out here trying. That's what I told you when you signed up.
Yes.
You're not going to sign up and try to, figure it out on your own. Like, no, we're talking every day. It's a family. Like, I'm making sure you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole family. So after seeing that, I was just like, okay, because I still didn't say yes yet. I still had not said yes yet. And they were just like, okay, like, you going to sign up? And I was like, no, I ain't. So a couple days later, I was like, I'm about to do it. Because, like I said, in between that time, I was taking the products. So I knew they worked. And I'm just like, I'm going to do it then. And I tell people all the time, like, I would never promote a product, sell a product, like, be in your face about a product that's not working.
Exactly.
I don't just, we don't just put anything in our body. And
Right.
that's why I was able to stop taking the pre-workout. Because, of course, it has, stuff in there we can't even freaking pronounce. But it's like I had to do it. So now that NutriBurst and NRG, I tell everybody, I say, that's my pre-workout. No joke. No freaking joke.
See, I haven't tried the NRG yet, and I'm excited.
Oh, I freaking love it.
That's going to be my next thing.
Yeah. It's
So,
good.
what has advanced you to where you are now? So, you have matched where you was making when you worked, correct? Am I right?
Last week,
How have you done that, sis?
just staying consistent, and just not. I'm more focused now. I can say that, and I feel like I don't know. I can say like the last month or two, I'm just like all in. Like, let me back up. So, I was about to go to the army. I have not said that to nobody. I was supposed to leave 2 weeks ago to go to the army. And girl, I had like went to take my test, like everything, got my shipment date and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And I decided to not go. Like I really had to sit back and think about like my mindset when I made that decision to join the army. Mm-hmm. And I'm not there because I was just stuck. I didn't know, what was plan A and plan B. Like I had so many options. And I didn't believe in myself, honestly. I didn't believe in myself. So that's why I'm just like, okay, like I can go to the army. Like I know I'll have a retirement check. Like it's that income, you know what I'm saying? So when I decided to not go, I'm just like, now I have no choice. I have no choice but to bust my ass, get these products out, like let people know this is what you need. You know what I'm saying? Like to be healthy, like this is stuff you need. So I just been going hard, like harder than ever. And that's why I'm seeing like my business pick up.
Right. And I'm seeing the results. Like you have what you made at your job. That's amazing. You don't have no worries about asking the manager, can I get off for a vacation or anything like that. That is amazing, Jade.
Yes, girl. And I knew I always hated it. And I would always say like, I just don't want to work for nobody. But I just didn't have that mindset to really like not work for anybody.
Gotcha. Right. So how do you feel about coming from a small town and I guess having those small-minded friends that don't see what you see? Have you kind of like moved on? It's just like, hey, sis, you don't see the vision, I got to go. Or is it like, I don't know, like how is it for you? Like how do you deal with that?
I'm trying to bring them with me. Like the first two people I signed up, they were actually from Carrollton, Quan and Paris. First two. And I knew like, I could have easily went out here and got some like random people, but I'm just like, no, like I've always had that mindset. Like when I win, I want my people to win too.
Right.
So that's one reason I go after people from Carrollton. Because I'm just like, this is helping me so much. It's helping me grow. So I want to see y'all do the same thing because it's there. It's on the table.
Right.
Like, it's less than a $200 investment. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I made what I made like in a week working for somebody else. Investing $200.
It's amazing.
It is.
I am so proud of you, Jade. That is amazing. So do you have anything else to tell your viewers, your followers about your businesses? I know you have an announcement you want to make, or you want to wait for that because I have one more thing.
I'm gonna wait. Here you go. What, girl? Ask me the question.
So this is I do this on every Real Talk Tuesday. This is my,
Okay.
so this is the Velvet Bowl. Right.
Hmm.
So this is giving your viewers a chance to see behind the velvet curtain.
Okay. I like that.
Yes. So it's your views and stuff. So I got some deep stuff in here. I don't know what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? So whatever I pull, I
Uh-huh.
want to be real. I want you to just tell me how you feel about it. It
Okay.
that you've been through. I don't know. And look
Let's
at this is something I wanted to ask you about because
do it, Lord.
I see that you post about God.
Mm-hmm.
God. So you're big about God. I see you posting about him. I see he's in your work, you know what I'm saying? You do all this stuff and you promote, the Lord on your page. So how do you feel about God?
Um, Golly.
He blessed you, like however whatever viewpoint you want to take it in, it's yours. The floor is yours.
I feel like if I wouldn't have, because my faith and my belief grew like so much after my divorce.
Wow.
I went and got baptized. Like I was into church, and because I had already like been in church, but it wasn't like every Sunday, every
Right.
Wednesday, every time those church doors were open, I was there because I never wanted to get to a point where I'm just like down and out. You know what I'm saying? And just like bad. So it's just like that was my route. And I see like most people, that go through divorce, sometimes they lose it and they question God, like, what you doing? And it's like I've seen them get to a point where they don't really have faith in God.
Girl.
Like,
Okay.
like why would you take me through all this to, happy and like I said, the nice wedding and everything, just to bring me back and be like, no, like that ain't for you. But that's exactly what I had to realize, like that just wasn't for me. He had so much in store for me, and if I was still in that situation that I knew wasn't right, then I would be like, nope, nowhere near. I wouldn't have the juicing. I of course wouldn't have met Will. I wouldn't be selling these TLC products. Like I would, I don't even know where I would be. I wouldn't be as happy as I am now. I know that. So of course, it's. I feel like it's all because I put my faith in God. Like when I say my head was in the Bible, like my head was in the Bible. And this is when I moved back to Carrollton.
And I seen it.
Yeah,
It was visual. Like it was like wow.
I
Like
had no choice because I saw myself. Like I said, I lost my car. God didn't have a car. I didn't have a job, and it's crazy because last year I tell you by the time I said I couldn't buy I always said like when I get enough money, I was gonna buy me a freaking Chick-fil-A sandwich. That's how bad it was. I couldn't even afford Chick-fil-A. Like my mom would have to send me money. She let me drive her car. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just like to a point where I said I'm not going back to Carrollton because I was just so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed, and I just feel like I wouldn't get out of Carrollton if I went back. So, girl, it took me 2 months. Girl, I bought that Chick-fil-A sandwich, and I feel like, and I look back at that time all the time. Like if I ever like get in a rut, and I'm just like, ugh, like I'm just not where I want to be. I look back at that time like, girl, there was a point you couldn't afford Chick-fil-A. Like where I what I prayed for. Like this is honestly what I prayed for. And sometimes I just have to stop and just like take in like where I am now.
right.
So much, so much I want to do. I want to open up a juice bar, like what I'm saying. It's like a different level. It's another level I want to get to, but it's like I'm enjoying where I am now. Like I like this. I'm building myself. I'm building my team. I'm bringing along people with me, and I've gotten like it's just allowed me to open back up again because I
It's
was ill.
fun doing it.
Exactly. I
That
was freaking shell,
that is amazing, Jade. Wow.
girl. But my friends stuck around, like honestly, and that's what helped me a lot too. Like they stuck around. I have friends that are married. Like one of my girlfriends, Kiri, she's married, and I went to her about advice like all the time, like all the time. So they were there, just keep my head on straight and stuff, and they helped me out a lot too. Like friends and family, girl, if they would have gave up on me, I don't freaking know what I would have did. Lost it.
And
Lost.
plus God, thank God for God. Hello.
Yep.
The floor is yours, Jay. What? I'm ready for this
I
announcement.
just want to say, if I tell everybody, if well, it was the army, that was what I was talking about. Like nobody
Okay.
knows, and I just feel like that just would have set me back, like so far back, going to the army. And then of course, like when this, like I said, the corona and all this stuff came up, I was just like, I'm not doing that. Like I'm not about to go over here and go to war because it wasn't what I wanted to do. So I think that was my time when I'm just like, I just really bet it on myself. And that's why I'm just like, like I said, I have no choice but to go hard now. I have no choice because there's no plan B. And I think that's what helped me. Because, sometimes the people, they'll start a business and it's just like, oh, if this don't work out, then I'll do this. I'm like, no, this is what I want. This
Right.
is going to
Yeah.
be. Like, and there's no plan B. It's not. It's,
Wow.
yep, girl. But yeah, I'm excited. And I tell everybody, like, I say, like, if you want to start a business or if you want to, do something that really scares you, like, do it. Do it. Because one thing's for sure, we're not coming out this thing alive. Like, we're not. So do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. Like, don't try to, do things that you feel like, makes this person happy, or don't do things because maybe this person won't like it. Do it. Like, girl, when I quit my job, my family was like, what the heck is she doing? Like, what? Because like I said, I had no money, so I had just started working there, and I, girl, saved 1,000. My first check, I bought my car. Girl, saved my check, bought my car, and I left after that. So I'm just like, I just feel like that job was maybe, so I can get a car. I don't know, but I just know I wasn't happy there, and I stepped out on faith, and here I am a year later, like happy.
Of manifestations.
I know, even with you, but talk about
About that, just touch on it a little bit, sis, because the thing it's about scary. Some of the things that you told me, I'm like, girl, wow.
it is. So I told Joe, I said, because I had wrote your name down on my board. I have a whiteboard, and I write down names of people that I want on my team. Because I really sit there, like, I think it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is coachable? Who do I just want to see win. And, so, because me and you were talking, but we're supposed to hang out. We didn't hang out. So it's just like, and that was my fault. So it's just like, I really want to see her, like, win. Like, I want to see her win. And I don't know a lot about you. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I just knew, girl, what's your name on my board? I promise you. It was probably like 2 days, 1 or 2 days, you text me and was like, I'm ready to join a team. Like, what I need to do. And I was like, what the heck? But girl, stuff like that happened just like when you became binary qualified. I sent you that video. I'm like, Joe, you're not going to believe me. I just wrote this down and I put a date on it. That's a lot of times you have to do that too. Like, write your goals down, put a date on it. Don't just write it out because it'll take you 2 or 3 years to hit it. You put a date on it, and I gave myself a week. I said, I don't care what I got to do. Like, pour into you, talk to you every day. I don't care. Like, you're going to be binary qualified. And it happened. So it's always stuff like that. Like, I'm really big on manifesting things.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you put it out in the universe, it's going to come back to you. Like, that's just how things work. That's how they work. And
Wow.
like, I'll just randomly, like, say stuff and I pray on it. I write it down. I meditate on it. And just like, it just happens. It happens.
God is good.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, Jay, he is amazing. But you can't settle though. And I feel like I learned that a lot too. Because even like I said, like I had, chances to talk to these guys and stuff.
Right.
And this one guy in particular I was talking to, it's like I was trying to make him work out. Like I was trying to mold him into this person I wanted him to be. And I was like, nah, this ain't it. Girl, when I said we had a good friendship, like we had fun and stuff, but it's just like I just knew that wasn't it. So from my marriage, I learned like you can't mold anybody. Like they're gonna be who they're gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So I just let it go. I let it go. And even like my friends are like, girl, what are you doing? Because all they saw were, like, y'all are cool, like y'all good together. I'm like, no, something ain't right. Something ain't. And I be dang, here come Will ass. Yeah, that's who I want. That's who I want. And it's been like up from here. It's been, and then just like being in business, like having the same mindset. He's a trainer. He's products and stuff. So it's just like we can have like real conversations.
Right.
Like real conversation. And he gets on my butt too. Like y'all see it all cute and stuff on Instagram, but he's like, look, you need to do this, you need to do that. And that's what I need because
good though. Yes, somebody.
Boy,
You. Yeah.
like I'm just so spoiled. Like, okay, like you want to do that and do that. He like, nah, like, nah, that ain't it. But it helps me out, and it's building me like into a stronger person. Honestly.
That is beautiful. Yeah, because I've seen the growth. Like it's
Yes.
very clear.
Yep.
And so that is beautiful, Jade. Thank
Yep.
you so much
Yes.
for coming on Real Talk Tuesday with me, where we are real, raw, and relevant.
Yes.
And
I love
for telling us your truth,
it.
being real and expressing how you feel about the products, your business, so you guys, if you want these products, please click the link in our bios. These products are no joke. Listen, this is why I was a couple minutes late. No lie. The tea is serious, okay?
Girl, don't text me. You was like, I took 2
I
teas.
will not do that again. I will not. I messed up. I will not do 2 teas on a. I can't.
Girl, and then you know when your nerves kick in, it girl, it does not matter where you are. Girl, I remember the last time I was about to get some crab legs. Now, Joe, crab legs is my favorite. Girl, I'm at the place, pulled up, like about to get out of my car, and my stomach was like her. I was like, I can make it. I had to go all the way home. I was so mad, but it worked. It
Wow.
worked. I love it. That's why I'm gonna continue to sell it. Like and I want people to know, like, just because like the world opened back up, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. I see that happening like already in the business. Like because a lot of people aren't buying like they were, honestly.
Right.
But it's just like don't get distracted. Like everybody wanted to be so just dive in on the health because everything was happening. But it's like keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. And I feel like we opened up too soon anyway. But that's a whole different like story. That's a whole different story. So I say
So,
like,
no,
huh?
what you about to say? I'm sorry.
Get these products.
Hello?
If y'all have these products, get these products. DM both of us if y'all have any questions. We are here. As y'all see, we keep it raw. What you say? Real and raw?
Real, raw, and relevant.
Real, raw, and relevant. Like, that's all you get. That's all you get.
So, is there anything else you would like to tell your viewers, followers, anything?
Go for it. Whatever that thing is, you've been putting to the side, start that business, get that website.
Yes.
And like go for it. And that's why I posted like my labels and stuff on my story. Like get your labels. It's not expensive because when I first started, I was like, oh, I need these bottles with my labels on it. I'm like, girl, simmer down. Go on Avery labels. Create your own logo. Create your own labels. Buy these stickers, these labels for $15 from Amazon, and stick them on your bottle.
Yeah. And
So
then this is good.
yeah, yep.
Good.
Yep. So I say go for it. Like whatever that thing is,
Yes.
go for it. If you fail forward. Like, cause there's been, things I've tried and they just didn't work out. But I can't allow myself to be like, dang, like, now what I'm gonna do? This didn't work out. Girl, get up. Get
Get
up.
up.
Yep.
That
Yep.
is, oh, you said a word, okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Proud of you too. Let's talk about you for a minute.
Oh, gosh.
But the team is bragging about you. They was like, who called you something, girl? He was like, who is Joe something? I said, Joanna. And he was just saying, because they can see like everything we're doing as far as like activity and stuff. And he was like, dang, she is doing good. I was like, yeah. I said, that's my girl. He was like, why didn't you let me sign her up? Nope, let me coach her, not you.
I'm at. I found where I'm at.
Yes, girl. But yeah, we are bragging. We are all cheering you on. And I tell you that every day. Money make a joke. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. And it's only going to get better. I tell you that. Like, it's only going to get better. I promise you it is. Because I've only been in the business for 2 months. 2 months. And I'm already, like, seeing results.
Right?
Only 2 months.
Wow. It seemed a little longer than that to me.
Only 2 months. Girl.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. So I'm so happy now, like, that you are on my team, like, in the beginning phase where we're all still, learning and stuff, but being able to push each other and talk to one another, like, all day, every day. Whatever, like I say, like, we're always one phone call away. And it's
I'm doing it with friends, building friends. other friendships, meet new people, networking. So it's like, and you're getting paid by doing it. It's
Girl,
like a win-win to me. I'm very, you know, I try to think things through, like makes sense, and it just makes sense to me. So, and it's been good so far. I don't regret the decision I made, and I'm so thankful that I have you as my coach.
yes,
Teaching me the way. So again, thank you for being on my show. This is
yes,
my second one down, and I think we killed it, sis.
yeah. And this is gonna grow. I'm excited. I'm excited to see the growth in this because this is already good. Like viewers sticking on here. Thank y'all. Let
Yeah.
us know your thoughts if y'all have any questions.
Any questions for Jade? If you do, please put them in.
Yep. Let's look at the comments. But yeah, this was amazing, amazing. So I
You
said,
told me 30 minutes. Sorry, y'all. We kind of went a little over.
oh,
I have a poll on my Instagram story, like live, times.
uh-huh.
30 minutes, and then I said 45 to an hour. They said 30. They said 30 minutes. So, ooh.
I didn't know who was gonna be talking tonight.
This is my friend, though. It's just a real conversation, and sometimes they go over. I'm sorry, guys,
Yep.
but it was good.
It
I
was.
enjoyed myself.
Yeah, this was. Come on, turn around. I love it. Thank you. Hey y'all. Hey Alex. Alex, sign up, girl. What you doing? Sign up. Get these products.
Yes, so thank you again, everybody that tuned in with us, commented, said hey. Yes, I enjoyed the talk, Jade. So thank you to you again for being my second person on my day. So, guys, tune in another 2 weeks from now. I got to decide who's going to be next. So just wait.
Watching it.
Yes. All right, Jade. Well, you have a good night, and thank you guys for viewing.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Okay, bye.